Hi, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. In this episode, we're going to be checking out the trail network at Mont Avalanche in the small Quebec Laurentian town of St-Adolphe, right about here like that. So to give a better perspective on where it's situated, I previously did a video on Parc Bazelé, which is right here. So it's just a little bit north of Morin Heights up to 329. So let's quickly go look at directions on how to get here, and then we'll come back to talk about what's going on here. So if you're coming from Ottawa-Gatineau, the fastest way to get there would probably be taking the 50. You go up through Lacets and hop on the 329 right here and work your way up to Morin Heights. And then once you're in Morin Heights, you just continue on the 329 all the way up to St-Adolphe right up here. And here's the ski hill right here. Now, if you're coming from Montreal, you're going to come up through Saint-Jérôme and take the 15 north. Then once you're in Saint-Sauveur, you take the 364, and the 364 will bring you to the 329, and again that brings you up north to St-Adolphe right here. So overall, not too bad. There's highway access basically right to the ski hill. Okay, time to get to the nitty-gritty details about what this trail network is all about. I'm just going to go ahead and rotate the map just because I prefer having the top of the mountain right here always at the top of my screen. So just to be clear, where my mouse is down here is north, this is south. This is the top of the mountain right here. This is the bottom of the mountain. And then the 329 is coming this way like that. All right, so Mont Avalanche. Here's the thing with Mont Avalanche. I went into it expecting it to be a quote unquote mountain biking venue. So I see there's a lot of trails here, and I was expecting the trails to be, somewhat catered to mountain biking. Now, they are pay per use. So you are paying for a ticket for the day. I bought 2 tickets. I thought I'd be riding for 2 days. So here's the deal, okay? I think the best way for me to do this is in the description box down below. I'm gonna leave a bunch of comments on what I thought and some pros and cons. As it sits right now, I'm not gonna personally recommend this as a quote-unquote mountain biking venue. There are trails there. There's maybe a section or two that's somewhat okay. It seems like they kind of had some hiking trails and then just decided to call them mountain biking trails. Again, I won't discuss it too much in detail here. I'll leave comments down in the description that kind of further detail what's going on with this place. So the main things are the signage is kind of lacking. The trails are kind of raw. They're kind of in an in-between state between hiking trails and mountain bike trails. So some people might like that rawness, but in this day and age as mountain bikers, we've come to expect a certain level of trail quality, and I would say design as well. And I just found a lot of that was lacking here, especially when you're being charged a fee to ride. Now, having said that, I did notice that there seemed to be work being done on some of the trails, like berms being reinforced and things like that, but there was just kind of a culmination of quite a few issues that overall just didn't give me the best experience at this trail network. So I'm gonna leave all the footage in. So this is gonna be like a full extended cut. You can see exactly what the trails are like, the good, the bad, the ugly. So I'm gonna try to keep things as positive as possible as well. Definitely here to support efforts in making mountain bike trails. But again, right now as it sits, I wouldn't recommend this as a quality mountain bike trail network. Now, having said all that, is there potential? Yes, there's tons of potential. Like most mountain biking venues that are just coming online, there's always tons of potential, but it takes, years, and there has to be a lot of work and effort put into it. Also, this is just my opinion. This is my channel, and you might have a different opinion. Some people might go here and they might really like it. So again, it's just my opinion. It was my experience, and yeah, that's basically what it is. So if you're interested in a little more detail on my review of this, then just check out the description. And otherwise, the video obviously it's gonna speak for itself. And let's go check it out. All right, back at it. Today checking out Mont Avalanche in St-Adolphe in the Laurentians. All right, so it took a few tries for me to get this, but finally figured it out. So this is kind of a steep climb. It brings you onto cardio. This is not as steep of a climb, but there's just a little bridge here that you don't want to take because that brings you onto a completely different trail network. Or maybe you do, I don't know. Anyway, that's not cardio. This is an easier way to get up. Awkward one. Okay. Okay. A little punchy. Yo, we're doing good. These are challenging climbs. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Sweet. Okay, so just super quickly, first intersection here is Cardio and Rochers. So this would just go down and complete cardio. Rochers goes out, does kind of an extra loop around, and then comes back and meets it. So we're gonna go try that one, and it should give a good idea of what this area is about. Since it's marked green, I'm assuming it's like a double track, maybe? Don't know. Rooty. Oh, a nice slob there. That can go down that. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's like a complete and utter hook. Not gonna happen. It's okay little loop. Not special, it's pretty easy. Lots of roots. watch out because it's kind of wet out. There we go. Like a lot of elevation change, but I don't know if I would have marked this as easy. I'd say maybe like easy intermediate maybe. Good. Oh, that's cool. There, so now we're back on so that was cardio if you were to continue to come down. So we just missed a small section of it. But get the idea. Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. All right. Okay, so at the bottom of cardio, there's a little jump line. Just gonna check out here. Suck at jumping, but okay. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Okay, there's no landing for these jumps. This, so it's not too good. So, just a lot of the jumps are missing transitions and stuff, and yeah, it is what it is. I also suck at jumping anyway, but definitely not gonna be practicing on those. So, all right, that's cool. Right, so now I'm gonna go hit up some of the trails on the hill, the main hill. Okay, so we just finished with this little warm-up sector right here, and then the idea is that I wanted to go hit this trail right here called Tapis Magique, and it's kind of the first climbing trail in a series of trails that you take to get to the top. Now, here's sort of where my experience with this place started to kind of spiral downwards. I'm trying to find this trail here, Tapis Magique. They're doing a bunch of like event setup stuff here, and actually this thing is not even here. So this whole section here is gone. It's all bowled over. You can't take it. So what you have to end up doing is basically bike up the service road, and there's no real signage to show you anything. So if you figure it's your first time here, it's just really frustrating. You can't tell what's going on. So you have to do a lot of checking trail forks, seeing if you're on the right place, etc., etc. So I'm trying to find a trail called Tapis Magique. Should climb towards the top. All right, so it looks like this would be the way to go, right? Looking for a trail called Tapis Magique. That should be the climbing trail to get up to the top. Looks like it's right here. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So, going up. Shit. Okay, so here's where it gets a little interesting. So right now we're about right here at this junction point right here. Maybe a little bit up higher right about here. So if we switch to OpenStreetMap, we're gonna see this trail here called Lacets. And it's not on Trail Forks, it's a mountain bike trail. But here's where it gets interesting. Earlier in the ride when I was trying to get onto Cardillo, I took a left right here on this little bridge. And there was an actual mountain bike trail with mountain bike trail signage, and it eventually led up to a double track. And I stopped and turned around there just because I was getting off track of the trail that I wanted to take, which was La Cardillo. So I think that was meant for an alternative line to get to Tapis Magique as well. So in the next clip, I'm just going to show what that trail looks like to get up to the double track. I didn't end up continuing on this trail, but I'm assuming that it comes to Tapis Magique. So essentially it's an alternative line or the main line to get you away from having to go up the front side of the ski hill to get into the climbing trail. I think they go this way. Yeah. Seems to be like arrows here. Just follow them. Oh. Nice little stream. Definitely a little more wet than last time I was up here, or at least last time I was up in Laurentians. It was bone dry. Up. Oh, nice. Whoa. Oh. Okay. So, where are we going? This way? Double track? Okay, so I'm pretty sure this double track should lead to Tapis Magique, the climbing trail. So since I didn't end up taking it, I'm not 100% sure, but try it out and let me know. Okay, and just to make sure everything is crystal clear, the next clip is gonna start right here, and we're gonna be working our way up Tapis Magique, this trail right here. Up here, whoa, spicy. All right, not bad. Let's get that seat up because I think we're climbing. Okay, good stuff. Nice and wide at least. Right on. Look at that. I have no problem with climbing for days as long as it's shallow. Do not stand steep climbs. So far, looks great. Okay. Nice big boulder off to the left there. Super pretty. All right. Right on. forest is kind of creepy. Kind of a dark forest in here. Maybe it's just because it's early in the morning too. All right, first intersection. Check the map. Okay, now we made it a little ways up the mountain, and now we're at this junction point right here. And we're just gonna hang right on La Boucle Familiale, which will bring us, again, a little bit higher up, and then we'll connect to Les Lacets. So yeah, okay, so I'm gonna hang right here on this green trail here. I forget what it's called, but I think this is the right way to go. Wow. We're fogged up here. Big hill to the right. Okay. Big junction here. Gotta figure this out. Okay, so we're at this intersection here, and I'm noticing a sign saying go that way. But it's kind of weird because it looks like it goes back down. When if I look on Trail Forks, if you go this way, that seems to be on the right track. So I'm confused. I'm gonna try this way, see where that goes, and because I kind of want to end up going in that direction, the mountains that way. So I don't know, figure it out. Okay, so in order to better understand what's going on here, we're basically at this intersection right here, and it was a little confusing to me just because there was a few trails that weren't mapped on Trail Forks. So that trail that I see going up is this one right here. It's just kind of an extension of Boucle Familiale, so it just goes right up here like that. But again, it's not on Trail Forks. So their signage indicates that you got to go this way here, which is somewhat correct. You're going on Les Lacets, and that starts you off on that trail that sort of switchbacks up the mountain and gets you to the summit right here. So again, we're right here at this intersection. Now, if you wanted to, I guess you could cut in and kind of skip this part here. So that's always an option. I think I might do that next time, just because this section right here kind of dives down a little bit. Again, because of this, at the time when you're first learning it, it's all kind of confusing, but seeing it now, it kind of makes sense, but still, it should be indicated a little bit better. But anyway, this is why I do these videos, so now you have it, and it should be good to go. Okay, so here's another good example of why this place is so confusing. They're using red arrows as convention to show where the mountain bike trails are, and then all of a sudden you have this blue arrow here out of nowhere. So what does this mean? Am I on the right trail? Am I going back down? Like, what's going on? So it's just one of the many things that make this place kind of confusing for the first time visitor. does this just go around? Oh, that's kind of dumb. So it just loops back. Okay. I have a feeling this joins the other trail. Oh, save that one. I sort of like the direction this is going. Seems to be in the right direction. So I just checked the map, and this is the right way to do it. So it looks like following that sign was the right way. So this trail looks like it kind of climbs around the back side of the mountain. And that looks about right, because to my right is, or to my left is the mountain. So that makes sense. Tricky, tricky. Dark in here. I don't know if this will show up well on the GoPro. This is, it's a little tricky. It's a little rooty. Especially today since it's wet. Not a lot of flow going on either. really rooty, this place. Let some air pressure out when we get to the top. Whoa! Yeah, off camber on roots. Gotta love that. This way. So again, the grades we're climbing here are not too bad. Just a lot of roots and not really good flow. A lot of little undulating dips that rob all your energy. And rocks and roots and stuff. So just a heads up. Not my most funnest climb. Okay, junction points. See the arrow. So it looks like you just follow the red arrows. Pretty straightforward. Looks like we're getting to the top there. Okay. Check my map here. There's a few little intersections. So just climbing up Les Lacets. There's a big intersection here. I'm kind of confused because it doesn't really show up on trail forks. But it looks like if you continue straight, that's going to continue on Les Lacets. So I'm just going to go straight. This one, I think, goes to the top, but I don't know. It's not on trail forks. So anyway, just going to continue here, and that should bring us to the top. So I think what makes this upper portion of Les Lacets so confusing is that, again, if we look at the OpenStreetMap view, you have this trail here kind of cutting through Les Lacets. So you come to these junction points and you see this like trail running through it, and it looks like you can go that way, you know, do you go down? And there's no real signage indicating what this is. So the app on your phone doesn't let you see these OpenStreetMap trails. So it's kind of hard to see these trail side. So being back on the desktop, then it kind of comes a little more apparent what's going on there. But anyway, now we know. So we just stay on Les Lacets and continue up. This place is not signed well at all, man. Not signed well at all. Right, so here's the deal. At the next intersection, the arrow's there. Okay, it's not even visible really. And there's kind of like a loop that comes like that. You don't go that way because it's blocked off. It looks like there's like property bought or something. And then, so you're supposed to go that way, but the arrow's not even like in the right kind of sense. This place is all over the place. Like the trail forks is not updated. There's just trails crisscrossing everywhere and it's like impossible to follow. So I'm kind of pissed. Not too happy, especially you have to pay for this too. I understand if they're going through like development and stuff, but like put signs up, you know what I mean? Like I'm paying for this, so I'm not too happy so far. Anyway, I'm gonna continue up that way, and yeah. This looks like somewhat new. Looks like somebody probably bought some property, so they had to reroute the trail. I think that's what's going on. Looks like we're almost to the top. Yeah. Okay. There's another sign. Just gonna go this way. Alright, this way. Just generally not very well indicated. You know, you have a few little arrows here and there, but there's so many trails crisscrossing here. I'd say if this was free to ride, but I mean, I'm actually paying money. At least put some work into the trail signage. So, we're at the top. Feeling good. So now where do we go? Just follow this guy. Sommet is that way. So now this, okay, I guess you can probably cut there, but it's like it goes around like this. Follow the trail, I guess. Make it easier. Some slippy rock. Whoa, dude. Slippery. Okay. So. Around, I guess. All right. Okay. Yeah, not bad. I don't know if this is the right fucking way. Seriously. Okay. This way? Yeah. There we go, Summit. Okay, so it's saying go that way. Okay, so it looks like to get to the Black Diamond Run, which I think is that right there, you gotta climb this. I don't know, this place is all so confusing. Ah, there you go. At least the view's good. Right on. Wow, it's quite the view. Right, so I'm gonna go back down on this Black Diamond Run called Sahmba. Let's see what that's about. Just gonna take my time. Yeah, okay. Wow, that looked, I don't know how to do that. Huh. I think that's just a fail right there for me. Guess it's this way. Yeah, so this was a pretty steep rock roller right here, and it had this weird shape to it where it was like, let's say, kind of like that, and then it had kind of a little bit of a drop, and then it had transition like that. So you'd be coming down, almost kind of dropping off onto this part right here. But it was a little bit kind of off camber, and it was wet out that morning. So this part right here was like super slick. So again, I'm alone. I'm riding up there early in the morning, and I usually just try to play it safe. You know, I got a whole day of riding or a few days of riding ahead. So if I'm not feeling it, I just will skip it. And I recommend everybody does the same thing. If you're not feeling it, or it's outside of your limits, or you just have a bad vibe about it, then skip it. No harm there. One thing I would say overall in general, I didn't like this Black Diamond Run. I found there was features like this that were kind of almost like double diamond level. So you're expecting just kind of a chill Black Diamond Run. It just was sketchy. But I found this whole hill just had like a sketchy vibe about it. Just wasn't feeling it. Dude, that's fucking do that shit. All right, now we come to some more sketchy signage. All right, so can you see the signs here? Especially if you're coming down fast. So apparently there's a little green arrow right here that goes out to the ski hill. And apparently there's a run that goes across the ski hill, which I couldn't find. And if you want to stay on Sahmba, then you have to have seen this sign right here with this like tiny little red arrow, and that goes down that way like that. But you know, it's just the signage is not big enough. It's not indicated very well. And again, if you're a first time coming here and you spent money to ride here and you're, you know, and you're exhausted from climbing and you're trying to figure out where to go, then it's just like super frustrating to try to deal with that. So anyway, yeah, the signage definitely needs improvement there. To go. Where does this friggin' stupid ass fucking La Barre, it just comes out? My god, man, this is friggin' retarded. Oh, you go down here maybe? Yeah, it's like here. Fucking dumb, man. Fucking face in. Alright, this goes here, I guess. Where any of this is going, man. Nice mossy rock to break your face on. Okay. Now, I don't trust this fucking place. I'm gonna go scope this out. Because honestly, and judging by the rest of the signage in this, yeah, okay, it's fine. Where does it go now? Down here? Fucking twigs everywhere. What the fuck? Oh my god, this place fuck. Okay, I guess it goes here, but then there's another. Oh my god. Drop. 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 Absolute garbage to pay for that. Okay, I'm gonna go and try some of the trails on the other side, and then I'm out of here. Okay, so next I wanted to get into these trails here on the left side of the mountain. So I climbed back up Tapis Magique, just part way, and then I hit this trail called La Traverse du Pitch. So it cuts across the mountain, and then I hit Sous Bois. Again, here, there's no indication here of really when you're on Sous Bois. So you just kind of have to follow the trail, and then you eventually start making your way up. So the next clip will be that, crossing the mountain, and then hitting Sous Bois, and then we'll look at some of these over here. Okay, next I wanted to try this trail here that cuts across the mountain. Traverse. Should link up to some other stuff. Looks like that's blown out. Okay. Great. This goes right here, I guess. Doesn't even look like it's used. Okay. There we go. Just cut across. Chihuahua. So again, no real signage going on here. Don't even know where I am. Should be a trail that goes right. I'll just follow this, I guess. Check my map after. Alright, all good. We're on the right trail. It's called Sous Bois. It's gonna bring us up the hill just a little bit, not all the way up, but just a bit. Again, I don't know, signs. Fuck. Guess here. I don't know. I'll check the map. I think this is the way, not sure. Again, trail forks doesn't quite match up. Oh. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Alright, it's a bunch of trails here. Holy crap. Je descends. Alright. Sous Bois. Here, Lapsolute. Okay. Alright, so... Okay, so we made it to sort of the middle left side of the hill. So we went up Sous Bois, and that brought us all the way to sort of this intersection right here. Now, I wanted to take a trail called Lapsolute. It looked like fun, and it just kind of a little bit of a downhill. And there was this other trail here, Les Toutous. So I didn't end up taking Les Toutous, but I think it looks like a pretty decent trail. So basically all this section of trails down here, Lapsolute and then Les Toutous, it's all kind of like burned up flow trails. So if I can say anything positive about Mont Avalanche, I would say these are kind of the keystone trails. So Lapsolute, and I didn't take Les Toutous, so I can't really comment on that. So even though it does get a little confusing where to go, the signage is fairly good in this area of the woods. So that's definitely a plus there. So congrats for that. So one cool thing is that Trailforks is only showing the lower section of Absolute here, but it looks like a new section was built right here like this that comes up and meets Puy Capable. And again, not on Trailforks yet. So I basically just kind of biked up that small section of Lapsolute, and I just started from about up here. Now there was a little section that went a little bit higher, but there's kind of like a squirrel catcher feature. It's about like a 5-foot rock drop. So I just started after that rock drop, but this section up here is kind of cool. Anyway, we'll go check out the video and see what that looks like. So this is going to be Absolute almost from the top. Shit. Guess this way.